So today guys, we are just going to jump straight into it. I am going to be ranking some of the top defenders in FC25 come Footy's Team 4. Let me know down in the comments down below who you're using at centre back at the moment. Drop a like if you do enjoy the content, and if you do want more, drop a subscription. It's free and it lets me know that you do enjoy the content. To start off, we're going to look at Cannavaro. I'm not going to lie, I am going to put him straight into the bin. He looks like a usable card. I feel like he'd be better as a CDM because he's kind of the same height as like what a Kante role would be. But the fact that he has, in a sense, one to two good defensive play styles, being the block and the intercept, don't see him being very, very good or being up there as like the top meta players. When it comes to Paolo Maldini's Footies card, this card I'm going to put straight into meta. The only reason being, yes, he has 5 play styles and he's got very good play styles. The problem I have with him when we go look on FootGG is with this card is his price. He's 2.7 million, and yes, he has the bruiser, he has the anticipate and the block, which is brilliant, as well as all the others are silvers. The ping you don't really need, if I'm being honest, and the slide tackle is kind of irrelevant this year. It's brilliant. He's got the 99 defending and the high strength. You know, him being 6'1" still makes him very, very usable. And he is a top meta card. I just don't think he's like the go-to sort of player. Next on the list is Torre from the Season Pass. Same again. I'm going to put him in the meta category because he can play left back, he can play centre back. Same again, he's a very, very usable card. I think the way that you make this card go to a top meta position is if you could add a 5th playstyle to him from the Season Pass, whether that's an anticipate or an intercept. If you don't have anticipate on your centre backs, really, you are limited in how many tackles you're going to win, and you do give a lot more penalties away. Same again, he is like 6'6" or something stupid, I think. He is an absolute unit in game, but I don't think he's like the be all and end all or the top ones. I still think there's better options. One of them being Shapeshifter's Mamardashvili. This card is in almost everyone's team at the moment. I don't know what they've done to this card, but him being 6'6" at centre back makes him insane. When we take a quick look at him on FootGG, this is the reason why I put Maldini in the meta category, not top meta, for the sheer fact Mamardashvili, who 6'6", has anticipate, intercept, aerial and block, pretty much the 4 best playstyles that you need on a defender. Obviously he's got the silver bruiser, which is handy as well. He's 40k. You can't really go wrong with a centre back 6'6" and his 40k. If you played FC24, you'll know how good the Milinkovic-Savic was in centre mid, being 6'7", playing at centre mid last year. He was an absolute unit. Next on the list is Bosgagli. Same again. I'm going to put him in usable. I think he's a very, very good card. Possibly the pace is lacking, but he has got the bruiser, the anticipate and the intercept. Those 3 play styles are very, very good for your centre backs. I think he's very usable if you are using a Eredivisie team or a French team for a bit of fun. Next on the list is the Nations League winner Ruben Diaz. Same again, I'm going to put him in the meta category. Same again, he's got the bruiser, he's got the anticipate, he's got the intercept. Still a usable card, very, very solid. However, same again, I still think there's better alternatives or more so players that I see a lot more in the top divisions and in champs. Next we've got Shapeshifters Rodri, moved from CDM to centre back. Same again, I think he's a usable card. If we have a look on FootGG, he's got the bruiser, he's got the anticipate, he's got the jockey, which is brilliant, which will help with his agility and balance, even though it's high anyway. Pinged pass, it's okay, it'll help you get out of the back a little bit, but it's not needed. But the fact that he's got all these playstyles here does make him quite usable. As you can see, he is 6'3" as well. Solid card, but I just don't think his body type suits the centre back role really. That's why he's in the meta category. Next up is the Team of the Season Bastoni. This card I am going to put into top meta. The main reason being is, same again, he's very, very tall. He's very cheap at this stage of the game, but the fact he's got the anticipate, the intercept, jockey makes him very, very good. Same again, if you could add him bruiser, he would be up there even better than probably Mamardashvili and so forth. Lukaku, I've tried this card out. I think he's a meta option. He's a bit of fun if I'm being honest, moving from striker to centre back. He's got the pace, but the fact he's got the aerial, the anticipate and the bruiser, same again. They are the go-to meta play styles this year. Very, very solid card. Can't really complain too much. Marquinhos, same again. I would put him in usable. I think this road to the final winners, Marquinhos is a very solid card. He's got the block, he's got the intercept, he's got the anticipate. Potentially you could argue he could be up here in the meta category, but I would put him in usable just for the sheer fact he hasn't got the bruiser playstyle, which going shoulder to shoulder, he isn't going to come out with the ball as much as, say, the Maldini, the Torre, etc. Up there as probably, I'd say the first or second best centre-back in the game is going to be Footy's Yapstam. I didn't do his SBC and I completely regret it. When we take a look at this card, He's got the perfect card in the regard that he's got the physical, he's got the defending, he's got the pace. The only thing that really lets this card down is the fact that he has the slide tackle. So in my opinion, what I would look at doing is grabbing maybe one of his other cards and Evo in it. So then you could give him maybe an intercept instead of the slide tackle, and that would make this card better than his footies. 800k for the SBC, or you could go and Evo him and probably spend 2 to 300k. It's one of them. Either way, his body type fits the game for his first year in the game. And the fact that of how bulky and strong he is a menace. He's one of probably the toughest defenders you'll play against in FC25. Next on the list is the road to the final winners, Pacho. He is meta, I can't really complain, as much as he's got the slide tackle again. Anticipating Bruiser is up there as the two key meta playstyles for defenders this year. His body type as well in game, he is quite stocky, which makes him hard to get past. When it comes to Benjamin Sesko's Shapeshifters card, I am going to put him in the bin category. In a sense, he's only got the two playstyles as a centre back. Aerial's great, anticipates great, but the fact he's got long ball incisive, you ain't going to be playing a through ball with your centre back, and you ain't really going to be sending a long ball with him. If I'm being honest, you're going to play that more so if he was a CDM role or centre mid. Tosin Adarabioyo, same again with Tosin Adarabioyo. I'm going to put him in usable just for the sheer fact I believe he was an objective or SBC card in which he has got the three best defensive play styles. He is a very, very solid card. The same again, you could go and get like a Lukaku or Ruben Diaz and Rodri and stuff for a very cheap price. For a free card, you can't complain with Adarabioyo, but I still think there's better options than him. Next on the list was the SBC Footies Van de Ven. I'm going to put him in meta. I've used this card for about 50 to 100 games since he's been out. He is a very, very solid card. However, the only thing that lets him down, if we have a look at the card, is the fact that he doesn't have Bruiser as a playstyle plus. His body type in game is very lean and slim, so if you have a Thierry Henry or Hullet or someone like that running against him, he doesn't push him off the ball. Intercept helps a little bit, but it would be better if it was a plus. Quick step does help on the recovery, but I would substitute that for an intercept or a Bruiser plus if I'm being honest. So I mean, he's 6'4", so it is beneficial. But him not having any form of aerial, he doesn't win as many duels in the air, especially if you're trying to defend a corner, which lets this card down. Next on the list is Footy Saliba. I am going to put him up here in the top meta category. This card, since I've had him, he's an absolute unit. If you've got him on the bench or in your club, I highly recommend giving him a go. Same again, yes, he doesn't have the greatest playstyles when it comes to having the long ball, but having the block, the intercept and the anticipate, so beneficial for this card. When he had his gold card at the start of the year, he was the go-to by pros and everyone in Weekend League. You'll realise more you play Foot Champs, if you're new to the game, you'll see very, very similar cards over and over and over, and Saliba was one of those straight away. Next on the list, if I'm going to be honest, he is the best centre back in the game, and that is Footies Van Dijk. As long as you complete the season this week, which finishes next Thursday, you will get this card for free. And if I'm being honest, same again, he is one of the go-to centre-backs every year in FIFA. He's got the body type, which helps him. He's got the speed, but he has the best defensive play styles. Bruiser's brilliant, anticipates brilliant, aerial's brilliant, and so is block, because that helps with the AI block. As much as it is annoying, when it's on your side, it's brilliant. The only thing I would change about this card, instead of him having pinged pass, I'd give him jockey plus or intercept plus. That it would help him with a bit of agility, or it may just help him win a few more interceptions. Obviously, we know with hypermotion this year, the ball can bounce back off him, even if he has got the 99 defending. But this card is the best centre-back in the game, and if you play over the pre-season rewards of next season, you're going to notice this card in almost everyone's team. And finally on the list is the flashback Milinkovic-Savic. Same again, this card was an absolute unit and a crazy SBC to do. When this Milinkovic-Savic came out, he was an absolute unit. Same again, for an SBC that cost 180k, everyone looked at him thinking, would he be as good as last year? And to be honest, he is. Same again, he's 6'8". He is one of the tallest players, if not the tallest player in the game. He's got aerial, so he shouldn't really lose many headers. He's got anticipate. He's got bruiser plus. Slide tackle, same again, no one really slide tackles. I would substitute that again for intercept plus or jockey plus. This card as an SBC was an absolute unit. Obviously it is expired now, unfortunately, but what he offers if you did do this SBC, you know, you can't complain for how good he is. So like I said, let me know in the comments down below who you are rocking at centre back, or if you're going to change up and try any of these cards that I've mentioned, and I'll catch you in the next one.